Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live. We are live for the Midday Live, people. We're here on a day where Chelsea are the world champions. Don is living life. Man's got his shades on. You know what I mean? He's got the rival tears drink. Shout out to Rivals Tears each and every time. And yeah, man, he living life wireless. Man came back ready. Yo, Don, how are you, brother? How are you, man?
I'm living lavish. I'm living lavish right now. I've got my Pradas on right now. You know what I'm saying? I've got my iPad on right now, people. Different settings right now. You know what I'm saying? It follows me here. It follows me there. You know what I'm saying? It follows me everywhere, blood. You know what I'm saying? Because today, I'm going to be active, bro. Yeah? All you man in the chat that like to call me delusional, deluded Don, I don't know what I'm talking about, Wise Scout Merchant, we're going to talk today, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jules, we're going to talk today, bro. LB, run away. You know what I'm saying? Potts, we're going to talk today, bro. You know what I'm saying? But big up the chat, man. Big up the chat every time, bro.
Big up, man. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Big up to man like George in the building. What are you saying, bro? Everything blessed.
Yeah, man, I'm good. We're all here, innit? I'm letting Don have his moment. You know, it's his day, innit? So let him be happy. I ain't gonna rain on his parade. They deserved it. And Don knows. He was watching our show earlier, so he knows I ain't gonna hate on the win, innit? Like, they done their thing yesterday, so props to them, man.
Yeah, man. Winner to winner, yeah? Is that what you're saying, man? Winners no, yeah?
I know what, like, I know how he feels right now, so I'm not gonna rain on his parade. You know, only Potts wouldn't know what this is like. It's been a long time for him, but I know how he feels, so I get it, innit?
You know what I'm saying? Big up DB. I was with my boy DB yesterday at Wireless. We was boogieing together, Jules, because he's a Spurs fan as well, blood. You know what I mean? We was boogieing together because we're both swimming in Europe, something European right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Maybe you can show the blueprint, innit? You know what I mean? And in the Super Cup, we'll get to that as well, man. But also, big up to my guy, Dan Potts, man. You know the ones there. He's feeling a bit of Mosquera. He's feeling a bit of, you know what I mean, Gyokores and that. But yeah, man, Dan, oh, go on, man, like that, you know. Come on. Jeez, mad thing. But Dan, how you feeling, man, today, man?
Yeah, I'm actually a bit croaky, man. I've had a mad weekend, you know. I was at Ed Sheeran last night. Yeah, so good, man. If you've never been, go watch Ed Sheeran, man. He knows how to put on. He's a talented boy, man. Unbelievable. So yeah, enjoyed that, and then I had a wedding the day before and a festival the day before that. So I need to relax, man. I need to relax, man. I really do. I had a mad weekend. I didn't watch any. Missed the Wimbledon final, which I love tennis. I missed the Chelsea PSG. I missed the women's. I missed everything, man. But my do you know what? It's mad. My signal was gone, yeah, in the concert because obviously it's mad in there, yeah. And I got this message and it just said, Don's going to be insufferable. And I was like, shit, Chelsea must have won. That's all I see. I was like, wow, Chelsea must have turned up. And clearly they did, man. I saw the score. I couldn't believe it, man. So, yeah, fair play to them, man. Fair play to them.
Yeah, man. Big up to everyone, man. Like I said, man, it's been a very, very L weekend for me. I can't lie to you, man. Sinner won. Yeah, I mean, I'm an Alcaraz fan. Sinner won. Big up to him.
Same,
Redemption.
Man, same.
Yeah. And obviously, Gyokores lose. And then we got the big thumping, resounding Chelsea win. But I'm going to let Don, please like the video, guys. 2,000 people already here. But Don, I can't lie to you, bro. They called you deluded. Not anymore. Talk to them.
I love this club, bro. I love this club, bro. I've been there in the fucking mud, in the trenches when we was finishing 12th. Struggling to get a W, bro. Struggling to score goals. I'm talking about 4 goals between the space of November all the way up to January, bro. I'm talking about goal of the month. There's only 1 goal to pick from, bro. That's where man came from. Yeah. But funny enough, my club didn't take long to get back into the Champions League, unlike some guys that took nearly 10 years to get back in there and that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? It didn't take long for my club to win 2 more trophies, by the way. Yeah? It didn't take long for Maresca, the guy that I told, all you man is going to be better than Poch. All you man is going to go get top 4. All you man is going to fix things up mentally, off the ball, on the ball, with our finishing, with the chances created. Yeah? That's exactly what this guy is doing, bro. The mentality in this team has shifted. Yeah? And the fact that we won that final against Betis, it went a long way yesterday. Because before the game, everyone was talking shit on us. I had Hussam telling me Caicedo doesn't get into PSG's midfield, bro. Do you fucking know who Caicedo is, big man? Do you know who Caicedo is? No one can chat to this guy. He's the best DM in the world. Don't tell me about Rodri right now, because Rodri has to earn that title back again. He has to earn that title back again, because when I've been watching him in the Club World Cup, he's another one that's been you know, shimming on the ball because his knee is twitching still. He don't look fit. Yeah. Caicedo right now is the best DM in the world. We have the best midfield in the world, and we showed it yesterday. We took these guys to the cleaners. What I said to you, man, about PSG is you have to rough them up and do not let them play their game. Do not let them play their game. And I was worried going into the game. I'm at Wireless. I see the lineup. I'm seeing Reece in the lineup. I said, yo, Mama Nangaye, it's looking long for us because PSG are going to press us, and Reece is not that press resistant. Yeah. But that tactic was actually good because Gusto absolutely locked up KK, bro. Absolutely locked up. He got stinker and hooked in what, the 65th minute or something like that. Bacola came on the pitch and that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Offensively, bro, the way that we were just playing the ball over the top where Mendes was supposed to be. Yeah. We exploited that gap that they had in the flanks because they pushed everyone up. You know what I'm saying? I done said Real Madrid are not a good team. I was watching these guys. In the first 2 minutes, they conceded because of mistakes. Because they are not as press resistant as Chelsea, blood. Yeah? And I'm glad that we got PSG. I'm glad that we got these, man, because I knew if we had got Real Madrid and we beat them, Bearman will be dumping on it. Oh, it's not PSG, though. They would have smoked you. Yeah? I wanted to test ourselves, and we fucking passed that test with flying colours. Cole fucking Palmer. Cole fucking Palmer. How many more goal contributions is he going to get in the final? He scored in the Community Shield. He equalised in the Super Cup. He got 2 assists against Betis. Yeah? He scored for England. Yeah? In the final. The only goal that we celebrated in the final was my boy. I was with my boys and they were grabbing me like I'm Cole Palmer, blood. Yeah? They were grabbing me like I'm fucking Cole Palmer. And then yesterday, to slot it in the bottom bins like that against a Goliath, yeah? A Goliath that is bigger than this room is a mad thing, bruv. The second goal, man made 2 of these guys drop on the floor. Vitinha was flying everywhere. You had the other guy that was flying everywhere. Man just slotted it away and cold. Yeah? And then João Pedro. What can I say about my Joga Bonito, about my favela, about my feijoada eating João Pedro? Yeah? Jackson, your time is over. It's time to collect the wages that you've got so far, but it's done. I've got no more time to be carrying you. It's time to go dump you at CEX down there, blood. Yeah? CEX, boys, Jackson's available. Come through. You need a bit of backup on that left-hand side, don't you? Huh? You want a little bit of link-up play down the middle, don't you? You can go take Jackson, mate. You can play it down the middle, maybe. You know what I'm saying? You like to take our trash? I've got another one for you. Yeah? I'll do you a little deal. But you don't like deals anyway because you come to us straight away with mad fees. You know what I'm saying? CEX, boys, blood. Yeah? Don't try to tell me nothing about my team, bro. I done told everyone we are going to fucking turn up. Andre Santos. Aye. When you bring him off the bench with Caicedo, just go home. Just go home. Because he wins that ball back so much. He wins that ball back so much. Why is his IQ so good? He's not even, I don't think he's even 21. Lavia wasn't there yesterday, but we're not even missing this guy. We have the best midfield in the world, and we are going to have that gold badge for the next 4 years. And I think this automatically, we get into the next one automatically now, right? Because we won it.
Oh, yeah? I think so, yeah.
This is big boy business. If you know about Tiffany and Cole, you would know that this is big boy business. That trophy that we now have at the bridge, at my club, is Tiffany and Cole, yeah? That is designer jewelry, if you didn't know, blood, yeah? over 100 million that we've made from this tournament. Yeah, everyone was laughing at us about losing to Flamengo, where it looks like we use that in our benefit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, to our benefit, blood. It's not our fault Man City and Inter Milan lost, bro. You know what I'm saying? We've got to fucking do our business. And we did our fucking business. Yeah? I'm so happy with this team, bro. We're now going to Champions League. This win is going to give these guys the confidence that they can play anyone and beat anyone. Yeah? These men just battered Real Madrid the other day. They battered Inter Milan in the final. I am not scared of anyone, bro. Bring anyone here. I am not scared, bruv. You know what I'm saying? This is just the beginning, and the window is still open, and we have a lot of bread to spend. Make sure that you spend that bread correctly. Don't go over there and bring me Shirley Carter, because I'm seeing Shirley Carter being linked to Chelsea again today. I don't want no Shirley, blood. Go put your name in the hat for Rodrigo, because I saw him commenting on João Pedro's post today, talking about congrats and that. Come eat some feijoada. Come eat some feijoada, because we got some Brazilians now, bro. We got Santos. We got Esteval. Yeah? We got João Pedro. Everyone knows about Brazilian track record at Chelsea. Ramirez, David Luiz, Oscar. Even if you want to talk about Jorginho and Costa, these guys are actually Brazilian. Yeah? They're actually Brazilian, right? This is just the beginning, bro. This is just the beginning. Anyone that's convincing themselves that we're going to fall off on that, I hope you lot had your fun. I hope you lot had your fun when we was in the dumps. This is just the beginning, bruv. And big up Trump as well.
Bro, man got involved in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, smoking.
What have we done, guys? We've yo, listen, man. First of all, I want to say congratulations, Chelsea, deserved. But bro, man, this was a battering, man. I'll be real with you, like, you know what people can say it was fluky. People can say all of this, copium, whatever, luck, easy way through the draw, but this was a battering, bro. I'll be real with you. Like, even I was just shocked, bro, at the speed in which Chelsea were just going through them at ease, bro. And the goals were all brilliant goals. You know what I mean? Defensively, dealt with the players that you said, you know, we covered Shkelia, Dembele. These are Ballon d'Or players, potential players, you know what I mean? And you lock them up, bro. And Chelsea, Maresca deserves a lot of praise as well. You know, what phase is he in? You know, as Lee Gunner says, you know what I mean? Like, real talk, could have been more. And yeah, man, I'll be real with you, man. Like, London is blue, man. Whether we like it or not. I know we've got Arsenal here. We've got Tottenham here as well. But London is blue, bro. I said it to troops. I said it to a lot of people, man. They're undeniable, man. They're winning trophies. Like, they've won, you know, they've won the latest, I think they've won the latest, Premier League in terms of in London.
Of course we have.
Champions League. All the major honours Chelsea have won more or recently than Arsenal. You know what I mean? And Tottenham. So in the day right now, it's rather, I'll be real with you guys. And you know what my thing is? I will say with Don here, shout out to Don, because he comes on here, he shows chest, he backs his football club. Everyone tries to cook him, everyone tries to do whatever. He stands on his, you know what I mean? And he stands on his whatever he's standing on there, and he say, yo, listen, bro. Yeah, man, put some respect on my team. And you know what, man? Vindicated, bro. Vindicated.
Oh, how many times have I come on here and I've spoken about the underlying metrics? How most of our underlying metrics are closest to Liverpool, right? People need to go remind themselves of what Slot was saying when we played these guys. He said this is the only team that's come to us right now to Anfield and actually dominated us and been the better team. We're more clinical on the day, but no one's been better than us so far. The next team that were better than them in the season was PSG. But before that, it was Chelsea, bro. Right? And I said many, many times, bro, this team needs numbers. It needs goals. It needs people that can finish these chances that we're creating. And that's exactly what you're seeing right now. We're being clinical, bro. João Pedro, 4 shots on target, 3 goals. Yeah? The lap right now, bro. Look at the shot that he had outside the box. Man think it's only Gyokores that can shoot like that, you know? You know, Dilap can smack it as well, bro. It's just that his name ain't that big.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah? I agree.
He came on, bro, and he nearly scored 2 goals. Yeah? Having João Pedro and having Dilap coming on, or having Dilap starting and having a João Pedro coming on is long. Because these guys actually know how to finish. Yeah? There's no more time for games. There's no more time for passengers, bro. Madueke, Jackson, your time's done. Yeah? You can go elsewhere, bro, because I need serious guys now. I need guys that know what they're doing in the final third. I need guys that when they get that chance, it's a goal. Because goals is what win you games. And we were let down in many games last season by our shit finishing. And then something mad happens at the back, we lose. Then all I get is, oh, Chelsea are finished, you know, ain't going to do nothing. And I'm like, broski, that's not what I watched. I just watched my team peppering these guys, but we can't fucking score. You know what I'm saying? But now we've actually got a bit of clinical edge. You know what I mean? That's the major difference right now, Saeed, bro. Defensively, we're playing well. Mentality is spot on, but we actually have real quality up front because what's his name? João Pedro is an upgrade on Jackson, and Delap is an upgrade on Jackson as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah?
I agree. Dan, man, I got to come to you next, man. How do you feel, bro? Like, real talk. Does this hurt? Does this, you know, like when you look at them, do you know, are you like, bro, like this is what we should be doing, bro? Like, you know, like, what were you saying? Like, how do you feel?
Well, it's hard for us to be doing it because we weren't in the competition, but I hear what you're saying. We should be winning trophies and we're not, right? But look, it hurts. I can't stand Chelsea, right? Only Man United and Spurs I hate more. So I'm not happy. I didn't want them to win it. I didn't expect them to win it. I can't lie. I didn't think that Chelsea would be able to beat PSG. I didn't see the game, but they clearly beat them quite comfortably from the scoreline. It didn't look like PSG turned up. So they battered them, man. And fair play to him. I think Don has a lot to thank me for, if I'm honest, because I've managed to change his standards and raise them completely. He's now talking like me, you know, goodbye Jackson, goodbye Madueke. It's time to move on. I was telling him this 2 years ago. He didn't want to hear it. So now it's good that he's learned and he's going for the title now. I think maybe, you know, Delap and Gyokores, the comparison might be a little bit wild, but, you know, I'm to be proven wrong. We'll see who scores more goals. We'll see who looks better in the league. But for me, I can't sit there and say too much shit.
What's wild about how they slap it? They both slap it similar ways, bro. They've both got that power strike. What's mad about that?
Okay, what's mad about is one scored about 20 goals in 2 years. The other one scored 100.
That's not talking about the fact that they both know how to slap the ball. Delap knows how to slap it.
So your point, so have I misheard your point wrong then? Yeah, the point is Delap literally slapped the ball yesterday, the way Gyokores tends to slap the ball, bro. They've got very similar technique with how they hit the ball. So the same attributes, so we should see similar comparisons to goals then, yeah?
I mean, Gyokores is going to start every game, ain't he? Delap ain't going to start every game, is he?
I don't know, man. You're telling me Delap and Gyokores are like this, so he should be starting every game, bro.
I said the way they hit the ball is very similar, bro. Don't try to change my words. Don't try to twist my words.
I ain't changing your words.
What does that mean, though?
The point that I'm making is that they're both going to score goals. They're both going to score goals. You're going to see goals this season where you're like, yo, Delap smacked that. You're going to see goals where it's like, yo, Gyokores slapped that. Yeah? That's what you're going to see.
Cool. So, look, I'm just glad that I'm hearing Don talking about Chelsea being in a title race and winning the Champions League, because that's what I expect them to be now. If they won the Club World Cup, they should be favourites for the Champions League now. So, if they don't win that, it's been a failure. They should be in a title race. If they're not in a title race, it's a failure. That's the way I see it now. I'm hearing what Don's saying. I agree with every word. And, I expect to see a serious Chelsea this season, man. Serious.
I just need to clarify. Did Don actually say that, or is this is Pot trolling? Because I didn't hear this, innit? I just went, I came back.
He got a bit too carried away, man.
Don calls me a liar. Whenever I say things, Don says he calls me a liar. So I just need to confirm.
Yeah, we're not going to confirm.
Wait, what am I lying about? Wait, so hold on. So Jules, you've never seen Delap smack the ball like Gyokores?
I just said I didn't listen to anything. I've just come back. I've just come back and I said I want to clarify. Did you say the things that Potts was just saying about Champions League?
No, I didn't say that. No, that's what Potts does. That's what Potts does. When Potts can't just give Chelsea normal praise. He always has to just.
I just said well done. Well done.
He has to just go mad with it. When Chelsea do well, he won't give praise. He will just be like, okay, now I expect you to go win the league. Now I expect you to go win the Champions League. It's never genuine.
I do.
It's never genuine praise for Chelsea, bro. You know what I mean? You hate us that much, don't you? You know what I'm saying? And you hate this right now, Potts, because I was watching your content, yeah, when fucking Roman got sanctioned, bro. I didn't even know you them times, yeah? And you're making me want to punch my TV, bruv, because of the way you were talking. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea are done. The sugar daddy's done. You man ain't going to spend no more money. But then your club keep funding me, bro. Yeah? Your club keep funding me, and that's why I keep fucking spending all this bread. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? What's your highest sell, Potts? Still not plus 40 million. Still not plus 40 M's. Yeah? My generation of Arsenal fans have only seen FA Cup spots.
Your generation.
And that's
Your
exactly,
generation.
let me
That's
get
what
to that.
matters is your
And
generation.
that's why,
That's the problem.
no, hold on. You didn't let me finish. And that's why I actually have respect for fans like you, because you've actually been there when Arsenal was serious. How many times have I messaged you, Potts, when I'm watching Premier League years 1998 and shit, and I'm seeing Arsenal winning, and I'm, bro, this was a serious team. You lot were serious back then, bro. But these little man that try to talk to me nowadays and that with FA Cups, get the fuck out my face, please. Yeah? The fuck are you, blood? You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out my face, bro. You know what I mean? You might have just some little boys. I keep saying these are the man that you send to the shop. These are the man that you send to the shop. And Super Mick knows what he's doing. Every single year he comes to my club where you lot try to say that we've got trash, we've got nothing. You keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? Who is it going to be next year? Yeah? I'm seeing you lot trying to wrap up this Ethan thing. Go hijack the Ethan thing and send Ethan to Strasbourg just to take the piss. Yeah? Send
he's
Ethan
done,
to
bro.
Strasbourg.
He's staying.
He's staying.
Ethan's
You know what
staying,
I mean?
bro. Ethan's staying. Calm. Ethan's staying, bro. He's signing. Look, I'm so glad that Don has listened to me, and his standards are now higher than they used to be. And fair play. I think, deep down, I know Don's got love for me. And deep down, Don is thanking me for telling him to raise his standards. And now this season, this is the Don I want to see. The Don that reckons that Chelsea are going to be up there. The Don that reckons that Chelsea are a match with Liverpool. They've got a better squad than Arsenal, Liverpool. Go win the league, man. Go win the Champions League. Don't come to me with we're going to get in the top 4 again. I don't want to see none of that. So Chelsea, for me, they ruined base part of 2 decades of my time. That's the Chelsea I knew. This Chelsea has been unrecognizable in the last few years, bro. So now you got it back. Go win. That's all I'm saying.
No, real talk.
Well. Does this
I can see a bit of saltiness though, Dan Potts, man. I can see, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on,
It's
Dan?
just the way it is, man.
Yeah, I mean, man, I can see the saltiness, guys. He's salty. He's salty. I hear it though because
I just need to confirm.
Hey,
what do you think I'm going to do?
Does this win and does this trophy make Chelsea great again? Is Chelsea finally great again? Shout out to CB. Is MCGA finally come true? I just need to know. Like, is that the feeling amongst the fan base?
Bro, we're on the right track. You know what I'm saying? We're on the right track, man. Because at the end of the day, I still want to win the Premier League. I still want to, win the Champions League and that. But the bare minimum I need, Jules, is to be competing. And not just competing for the Prem, all the other cups and that, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. I want to be back at Wembley, bro. Like last season, Maresca took the piss out of them, really. And some of the players, like, we got knocked out by Brighton early. We got knocked out by Newcastle early. If you remember in Poch's season, I was at Wembley against Liverpool. We lost. I was at Man City. I was at Wembley for that game again. We lost. We need to be back there, bro, because now we're going back with experience. Those guys have experienced losing. We're going back there now with better players. We're going back there with Maresca with more experience now, bro. A different type of mentality. Once you win that trophy, once you win that first trophy, because a lot of people were saying, Conference League now, what's that going to do? What's that going to do? Broski, when we was about to play Betis, everyone kept saying Betis have a chance of winning this game. That's number 1, yeah? And number 2, the Conference League final, ironically, had more fucking quality than the Europa League final, yeah? It had more quality than that fucking final, blood, yeah? People need to go remind themselves of the first trophy that fucking Man City won. The first trophy Man City won with Pep was the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, Carabao.
And they kept winning it. It made them hungry. Yeah.
Yeah, it made, yeah.
Same thing as Mourinho. Mourinho's first trophy at Chelsea was the League Cup. Yeah. And then he won the league after that as well, bro. Right. So all these little trophies, you gotta pick them up. My mentality as a Chelsea fan is I don't care what competition I'm in. I can cry all day. We shouldn't be in the Conference League, but we've got to win it now that we're in it. And that's why I'm looking at all these cup competitions, FA Cups and that. Make sure that you win these, bro. If you don't win the league, you miss out. You still collect. Because like Arsenal right now, if they were collecting on their way to winning the league, I don't think Potts would be that mad with Arteta. He'd be saying, bro, at least we've won the FA Cup, we've won this, we've won that. But when you're not collecting anything, all you're doing is collecting second place. Second place. You know what I'm saying? You've got to do it like how Klopp did it. Before they won the league, they were winning the FA Cup, winning the Champions League, winning the Carabao Cup. Then they won the league. Yeah? That's what Chelsea have got to do. If we're going to win the league straight away, cool. I'll take that, of course. But on the way there, win the other trophies, bro.
Yeah. Bro, George, man. What like you know what, bro? Like PSG haven't been beaten like that all year, bro. Let's be honest, man. They've been a very, very good team, man. Like, how did Chelsea manage to do that, bro? Like from your kind of like way you looked at the game, bro. Like what did they do well for you?
I think to be fair, and I think it's been noticed a few times, and I think people have actually finally started to pick up. But with PSG, I think the way to beat them is you've got to be very direct. you've got to have some strong ball carriers in your team. I think we saw the first sign of PSG getting broke down this way with the Aston Villa game. In that second leg, Aston Villa really caused them a lot of trouble. And I think Unai Emery found the holes in their team. And you saw at the back, they were just open. I think it helped with Chelsea getting the early goals that PSG had to open up. So after those first 2 goals where they pretty much stunned them, it was a case of, we've got to open up at the back. So then they just kept leaving 2 defenders in the back and just giving the wide spaces to Pedro and Neto to expose. They literally just putting the long balls into the wider areas. Neto's running into that space because he's using his pace, which is rightly so. And Pedro, a lot of the time, he's picking up the ball in the halfway line or on the half turn. He's running at them. Those ball and he's just causing them problems. Chelsea are giving them the runners as well to get through on goal. And I was just watching the game and I was like, yo, PSG have got nothing to offer. Yeah, Sanchez made, I think, 2 really good saves where it was like they probably should have scored the Dembele chance. And then there was another one later on in the game. But away from that, I didn't look at the game and like, PSG are doing good things here. Chelsea just obliterated them. Like, literally just time after time, they're breaking down their attacks. Like you said, Kvaratskhelia was nowhere to be seen. Nuno Mendes had an absolute nightmare. I don't know what was going on down that left-hand side because he wrapped up Salah a few months ago. We were talking about how Salah had one of his worst games we've seen in years. And now he was getting moved to yesterday. Like, literally, Nuno Mendes, I'm just seeing him in the front of the defenders. He's looking behind. There's just space getting run through. So I think Enzo Maresca definitely deserves a lot of the credit for the way that he set Chelsea up yesterday, the way that they exposed PSG. But more than anything, yeah, man, I think they've just shown that PSG are very good football inside. Nothing can take away from that. But when you look at the tactics side of the game, there's ways to beat them. There's always ways to beat them. And people probably overrated the PSG team because of their Champions League.
Yeah, everyone kept talking about Barcelona and that, and like, you know, they were saying that reminds me of Barcelona. Remember Jamie Carragher saying
people all saying how this is the best football team since bloody Pep's Barcelona team. People are overrating. Like, yes, they won a Champions League. They've done some amazing things. But like, we've seen plenty of teams have a Champions League run. We've seen plenty of teams play very well in a Champions League run and then do nothing after that. So I'm not saying they're going to do nothing after that, but they're not the best team since sliced bread. They're a very good team, and they got shown yesterday that they are just humans. They are going to lose games, and more than anything, their heads were gone. Chelsea managed to make not just the manager, but the players lose their head. João Neves, the man thought he was Romero. He's pulling Cucurella's hair, getting stupid red cards. Like, thinking he's going to get away with that one. Like, what made you think you're going to get away with pulling someone's hair in today's game, knowing that there's cameras everywhere?
Bro, you know what made me laugh about that as well? You know when they were trying to pick up Cuckoo? Man was just on the floor, yeah.
When he was trying to pick him up like a second before that, innit? It was like 2 minutes before where he's draping him up on the floor, trying to pick him up, the same João Neves, over a stupid foul. And he's not realizing, like, Neves would have been doing the exact same thing if he was on the other side.
Yeah. Like, man, you got to do it.
Where's the sportsmanship? It's not about sportsmanship. This is the game. The PSG players would have been doing exactly what Chelsea were doing if they were on the other side of the thing. And Luis Enrique had no answers as to why he's bringing on Zaire Emery and Mayulu for the last 15 minutes. They were ever going to do anything. It was lost. It was lost. So that's why at the end of the game, he's all trying to slap out João Pedro and that. And
do you know what? He just get banned for that, bro. How on earth is a manager doing that, bro?
It's like, a disgrace. It is disgraceful.
That reminded me of back in the day when Mourinho and Pep, and rest in peace to Tite and Villanova and that, when he got him in his ear or something like that.
He poked his eye.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, bro. Like, broski, like, I was like,
what happened? I didn't see you. I didn't hear this.
Bro, let me see if I get the video.
After the game, there was like a little bit of a tussle, but Enrique is running over to João Pedro and pretty much slaps him in his face. And like we say, this is a manager of the club. This isn't a player. This is a manager. Double the age of the players. He's old enough to be João Pedro.
That's mad. That's mad, man. I like Enrique.
Some class. Yeah, have some class, man. You got to do better than that. I think a 3-game ban's probably not long enough for stuff like that.
Bro,
for a manager, he's not a player. Players get heated, fine in the moment. That's fine. It's a manager. He needs at least a 6-game ban, at least.
Here it is. Look. Can you see it here, Dan? Yeah.
Where am I looking?
Look at this.
Enrique next to Donnarumma.
Grabs him on the throat.
Yeah, grabs his throat. Like, it's going mad.
This is mad, bro. I swear down, bro. This is mad. I swear.
Wait, rewind that again, man. I missed that. Rewind that again.
There's so much
Watch,
going on.
watch Enrique here.
Where is Enrique? Can someone point out Enrique?
Yeah, right there. You see him there?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Head gone.
And then, look. And then he grabs
wow.
him in the throat and then boom.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Pedro's still on the floor, man.
Surprised.
The thing is,
Why did Maresca not go to Enrique and bad him up, bro? Like, yo, like,
bro,
Like,
he batted him up.
bro.
He batted him up on the pitch, bro. You get me? Yeah. And this is exactly what we had to do. We just had to rattle these guys, bro. Look how rattled they are. Look how
it
rattled
was
they are, bro.
crazy. I can't lie, bro. But
You know
like
what I
I said, this is one of them. When you get like a beating like that, bro, your head's gone, bro. Your head's gone. And then Jackson's tried to get involved. And then look at Maresca.
Yeah.
Look at Maresca come back. He finds out Jackson's involved, though. He comes out
move,
nowhere.
man. You know what I'm saying? Just move,
But
bro.
the thing is, say they know how it feels because they just slapped a beating in the final to Inter Milan. They slapped them 5-0 in the Champions League. So have some class. You weren't acting. You wouldn't have, if Inter Milan were doing that, you would have been like, why are they doing that? We just played the game. Have some class. It's on the other hand, and these guys are all throwing hands on that, bro. Come on, what's going on?
Yeah. People ask for another angle. I would, but I'll get copyrighted, innit? This is from someone's actual phone. You know what I mean? So it's one of them where if I show someone's phone, I won't get copyright in it. So you get me. But
You think
like I said, bro,
you think Chelsea have been a title race, yeah?
I don't think so. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think they will be in a title race. You know the ones there. I can't lie to you. I think they might be one of them in the Champions League. There might be a threat, but I think Premier League. I'll say this to truth before. You're gonna have to do a lot in the Premier League to really, really win that. Like you need experience. You need know-how. It's a different type of energy in the Premier League, bro. I can't lie. But cup competitions, bro, I don't see why not, man. I don't see why.
I think they can. They can.
Chelsea fans can think like that, but as for me, I don't think they're Premier League ready yet. I think
they could be. I think they could be. The window's not shut yet. I think they could be. They get a goalkeeper. They get, they got
people are forgetting that they get £100 million winning this tournament. This is going to give them and they already signed quite a few players going into the tournament. So now it's a case of Chelsea have been out of the window for the last 3 weeks and people forgot that Chelsea always make moves. They're signing players every other week usually. I think they're going to go back to that and we're going to see Chelsea improve the squad further from what they've seen in the Club World Cups because let's have it right. They've got the advantage of actually seeing how their new signings play into the team already. They've already played some football against some really top quality football sides. So Enzo Maresca can further evaluate his squad to see what they need for the new season. So Chelsea are ahead of everyone else when it comes to what players they need and where they're going to target in this market because they've already seen the best of what their team can do right now. So they know what they need to target to take that step forward.
If they bring in a top quality goalkeeper, a top quality centre half, and a left winger, they should be in a title race with that. They've got the best midfield in the league, or one of the best. They've got decent squad depth in terms of the players they've got. I don't think there's any excuses as to why they can't be in a title race if those players come in. If they don't, I think they'll be in a top 4 race. I think they could get close like they did last year. Christmas time, they'll be in and around it. And then they'll drop off towards sort of February, March again. But they get them players in. They should be in a title race. Those 3 players. That's what I think. But,
I think even without a goalkeeper, I think they can do it. If you get a top centre back, because
they need a goalkeeper, man. You need to win a title.
No, I don't rate Sanchez. We've had this conversation many times.
But you need a goalkeeper, though. You need to go for a title.
But if you're talking about where Chelsea's squad is at right now, as much as Sanchez isn't that good, I don't think he's terrible enough to ruin if they did get another centre back coming. Because if you get another centre back out of better quality, he's going to be facing less shots anyway. The defense is going to be a better. He's not going to be as susceptible to errors. But when you talk about that left wing, if they bring in a Rodrigo or someone at that level on the left wing,
if they bring Rodrigo, that's the goalkeeper.
That's what I mean. So if you sign a centre back and a forward at a top level, you don't need to think about the goalkeeper because their team is
I'm saying then before Dom comes in, I'm saying. Like, bro, nobody's going to talk at no goalkeeper whether you're in a title race or not. You are title contenders. If you get Rodrigo in there, amongst it all, brother, that's when it's a different dimension. You get me, bro?
And that's exactly why I'm even pissed off here that LB's not here, bro. Right?
Where is LB? Where is he?
No, LB won't be around people, man, until the season starts, man. He's I think he's going on holiday soon as well, but he's just asked for a break until the season starts. So. Don't worry, man. We're going to be ready. When he comes back, people, don't worry. He'll be back.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And listen, me, during the season, there's hella receipts of me cooking Sanchez because he fucking deserved it. At the end of the day, bro, if a guy's playing well, I'm not going to just be sitting around waiting for him to fuck up again. Like, I might not trust him fully, but I've got to give the guy credit for what he's been doing, right? And in this competition, there's no goalkeeper that's registered a higher save percentage or prevented more goals, right, than him. And he got the Golden Glove as well. His distribution yesterday was brilliant. That's the thing about his distribution. It's inconsistent, bro. Sometimes he'll just give it to the other team. Other times he can do like what he was doing yesterday. Some of the passes when he was just picking up the ball, Saeed, and just playing it into the space, I was like, am I watching Alisson right now, bruv? Yeah, and then the saves as well. Like what lets down that guy? Because he can honestly be a very good keeper. Because like I said, he's got all the attributes that I like in a goalkeeper. Yeah. But the problem that you've got is his concentration, the bozo moments, and his distribution. I want a goalkeeper that's better on the ball. But in terms of shot stopping and that, I can't fault this guy. He's actually quite good at shot stopping. You know what I'm trying to say? So if we're not gonna bring in a clear upgrade on the guy, we'll see what happens.
You're better than Petravic.
But Chelsea, Petravic is more rounded because he's better on the ball.
Are you keeping him or selling him?
He's sold.
I'll keep him as a backup. Oh no,
no. He's confirmed sold. Here we go to Bournemouth, innit?
Sorry, I thought he was asking me if I'm keeping Sanchez. I'll keep him as backup. Petravic is gone. We're getting more profit on him from Bournemouth. He's going Bournemouth, which is a very good move, by the way, because at least it's not going to, was it Sunderland that wanted him? They could go back down. At least he's gonna be in a team that should be staying up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, listen, I can't fault Sanchez right now, man. He's been
Don's acting like he cares. Don's just trying to suit his agenda in a year so he could keep watching him and saying, look, I told you so. Petravic is such a good goalkeeper. That's what he's looking for. He's been watching Bournemouth games to tell you, man, about Petravic. I promise you. Watch.
Bro, everyone knows Petravic is a good goalkeeper. He did very well at Strasbourg as well. Just before you come in, Saeed, as well, like, bro, the thing about Chelsea and how we play, Sanchez isn't consistently getting panned because our midfield, bro, we just lock down teams. We don't let you guys breathe. We counter press. We win the ball back well. We kept a clean sheet in the final. PSG, they've scored 18 goals this tournament and conceded 1 goal. Yeah, the first team, I think, we're the first team that they haven't scored against, bro. If I'm correct. Yeah, the chat will probably let me know. You know what I mean? So we're cooking right now, man.
And someone who was cooking yesterday was Cole Palmer, man. Like, bro, like a lot of he's been criticized a lot last season, you know, for not turning up, you know, for having a good start to season, but then failing to kind of basically reproduce the form he was showing. But yeah, man, Cole Palmer, that's 8 goal contributions now in finals. Obviously, for Chelsea, he's done a couple now, you know what I mean, and whatnot, especially the Conference League.
Has that been underappreciated by how bad Manchester City were there? Like, for me, that is scary. To be giving away Cole Palmer for 40 M's and you cannot replace him with, I don't know how much they've spent now on wingers, but that is one of the best signings I have seen in a long time. And for Man City to just let him go, I know you don't really class himself as rivals over the last few years, but they kind of are, yeah? You're giving one of your best youngsters to a rival for 40 M's and he's absolutely smashed it.
40 M's is a lot of money. At the time, 40 M's for Cole Palmer was a huge investment. Because he wasn't proven.
Nah, Broski, that was more than reasonable, man. They added the right.
No, Don, you're saying that now, but at the time,
I said at the time,
they were trouble winners.
Not many people thought that was no, but nobody said you were
I think it was mad though.
I can't lie.
No, Don. Let me finish so you know what I'm saying. Dan's trying to paint the picture that they've undersold him. You never underpaid for him. He was like, you paying 40 mil was like Chelsea, Man City were happy with the deal. You were happy with the deal. It wasn't a case of he was worth 60, you got him for 40.
Nah.
It was never that.
I don't think Potts is saying that. I think what Potts is saying, is like, basically, when you look at it now, I think he's actually giving more praise to Chelsea.
Hindsight, yeah.
I'm
praising Chelsea, yeah. And I'm also saying what, you know. For me, I see Cole Palmer a few times, and LB was telling me how good he was, I see him at the Community Shield, and he scored against us, and then he went to Chelsea, and I thought to myself, he's got some talent, this kid. I didn't know how good he was going to be, but I knew that he had potential, right? And then I look at him smashing it, and I'm thinking, Manchester City, some of their youth players would actually walk into their first team now. And Manchester City are not in like the best of states. They've obviously got a bit better in this summer. But I look at the likes of Lavia, I look at Morgan Rogers, I look at even Delap to be a backup to Haaland, Cole Palmer, some of these youngsters that have come through, and I'm thinking Pedro Porro, they're looking at right backs. Like, all these guys would should be with them now. You know, Jamie Gittins, I think, come from City as well. So
he was at Reading at first, and he went to City quite late.
Okay,
so he wasn't born and bred City like the rest of them. Delap came from Derby as well. Delap came from Derby as well.
Yeah, so I look at it and I'm thinking Manchester City could have actually used some of those players right now in terms of their squad. They might not all start for them, but they definitely be a part of their squad. Frimpong's been mentioned as well, which is a good shout. So, yeah, their academy was absolutely mad. But the Cole Palmer thing for me, Manchester City are regretting that. I don't care what people say. Like, they'll say, oh, we won trebles, we don't care. They do care, man. That is an unbelievable signing.
Yeah. I think LB, if he was here, he would definitely care because I've seen him talking about it, tweeting about it and whatnot. And
I remember the time.
Right. It's how you feel at the time, Brandon.
Yeah.
At the time, I think they won the treble, didn't they? I'm sure they won the treble.
Yeah, they did.
Like, you're on top of the world there. You know what I mean? Like, if Man United won the treble, like back in when, you know what I mean, bro? Like, I would have been like, yo, like, okay, we're losing him, but you know what? We've won the treble. You're not thinking like that, bro. It's easy to say it right now. I hear you, Dan. I fully hear you. But at the time, even though I don't think Man City fans really wanted to sell Cole Palmer, it wasn't going to be like, yo, we're going to be shit. We're going to be rubbish. We're going to be, like, this is the downfall of Man City now. But when you deep it, like, you know, like, apparently he came out into saying he didn't want to leave. He wanted to leave.
That was the point.
No. They wanted to put him out on loan, so I say. They wanted to put him out on loan. And he said no, I think, did he?
Yeah, he didn't want to go out on loan. He said, I'm either going to leave permanently or I'm going to stay and actually play. But I'm not going on a loan. He done what he was supposed to do because he knows he's too big for a loan. I'm too good for a loan, bro. You're not sending me out on loan to any next club. I'm too good for that. Sell me or keep me. So I don't think it's a case of Man City will be unhappy. Like, they've got Cherky now. You've got players playing in his positions. I think it's a case of both teams being happy. Of course, they're going to look at it and be like, we missed out heavily on his talent being a part of the squad. But I also think it's a case of Cole Palmer probably wouldn't flourished as much as he has over the last 2 years if he stayed at Man City. Because you don't get the same. Like, let's be real. I think that year under Poch really gave him that confidence to be who he is now because Poch actually saw the ability. And one thing we can give to Poch is he identifies good talent. He saw it and he said, look, play the ball to Cole Palmer, let him run things. Cole Palmer's going to run things today. And then it was like, oh, he's going to run things every day.
He identifies good talent. You better take that shit back.
He definitely does identify
I was seeing
good
this
talent.
guy bringing on... I was seeing this guy fucking bringing on fucking Alfie Gilchrist and Cassidy, bro.
Again, I said I didn't say he... I didn't say his tactics and so on was good. I said he identifies good talent. And whether you can agree that or not, I know that from being a Spurs fan and seeing him at Tottenham. He identified plenty of good talent at Tottenham. So...
Not at Chelsea,
blood. We can agree to disagree, Mark.
Yeah.
But hey, listen, Palmer, that's before you come in, Saeed, LB, big up LB for that one. Because I remember at the time when I was saying this guy's gonna cook, and again they're calling me delusional. He was saying, bro, Palmer, listen, very good player. I'm not really happy that this has happened, bro. Yeah, I've even still got a tweet that, you know, before when we signed him, that all he needs is the platform. Like what George is saying. All he needs is the platform. I don't give a fuck about his age. He has the quality, bruv.
Yeah, there you go. Guys, we got 3.2K in the building. We have just, let me see how many likes we're on right now, people. But we should be on 1,000 likes by now, surely. But yeah, keep liking the video if you haven't. Yeah, we actually hit 1,000 likes. Let's try to get to 2K likes, people, if we can. Let's get these super chats in. Ernest said, Jim didn't come to save Man United. He came to finish the job. Bloody hell, that's crazy. He's probably celebrating right now. He's a Chelsea season. Why are you laughing, man?
Bro, that's actually facts. See, you guys we all got sold this dream that Ineos was going to be the change for Man United, and you've taken no steps forward. Like, none.
He's a Chelsea fan, isn't it? He's a Chelsea fan, bro. Bro, he's celebrating tonight. He's probably in London, Mayfair somewhere, like sipping on whatever, bro, and he's living life, bro. Like, he's a Chelsea season ticket holder, bro. So it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. Charlie Kelly says Chelsea are the biggest team in London. Hold that. Blue Lions said PSG getting Olay, outclassed PSG fans over 80K. Yeah, I can't lie. There was Chelsea took over Midfield. MetLife's trying to say. Yeah. Shut up, Dan. Rodri's still clear of midget Caicedo. Musbar says PSG came out in white and we took them for Spurs. By the way,
just on that, Yeah. We're gonna say we say Jules. We say for that final.
Our Super Cup. I can't lie. Watching this game gives me a little bit more confidence to show that like Spurs can get the job done against them. Now, I'm not saying that we're definitely gonna beat them, PSG are also going to learn from this game against Chelsea. But if PSG come into the game with the same mentality that they did against the Chelsea, because I think they come in thinking that they were better than them automatically, they're going to be in for a rude awakening. So Thomas Frank's boys, we'll see what going on in it. We've literally got a month. We're counting down a month now, 29 days till that day. We'll see.
I can't lie, George. Yeah, you know what though, broski, if you sign Morgan Gibbs-White within that period, yeah, and you've got Kudus there on that transition,
that's what I'm saying.
It's going to be mad.
You saw what Pedro was doing when he on the half. Kudus will be doing just that, but if not worse, running through that team. So we'll see what going on in it. We'll see.
Juno says, "Bring me my gold badge and the kit for 4 years up the Chelsea." Yo, listen, you're gonna get your gold badge now. It's yours.
Yeah,
gold,
man. Right here, 4 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? 4 years, broski.
Stevie Wonder cooking. Listen, shout out to the other. He's chilling. Gold badge on the kit. You never sing that. Rennie G says, Club World Cup is the biggest club competition now. You can only have 2 winners in a decade. Just qualifying for it extremely hard. It's the holy grail now. Do you mind? Yeah, go on, Don.
You see the next Club World Cup, bro. Yeah, whoever's in there, they're gonna want to take that shit even more serious now.
Serious,
yeah?
Trust me.
Even more serious
trust
now, bro.
Me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I can't lie to you.
The Club World Cup, the timing and everything's always going to take away from the competition for what it is. As much as people think it's the biggest club competition, it's never going to be bigger than Champions League.
Of course, Champions League is bigger, but I'm just saying though, like everyone's going to want to win it now. Like after that, now
the money in it. It's the money.
The halftime show.
Yeah, that's what it is. The finances, man.
Nah, man, let's be real. That halftime show was corny, man. Like, what are they doing halftime show? I was waiting to see some tactical analysis, and I'm having to watch fucking Doja Cat up on the stage, bro. What's going on? Like, this ain't football, man.
Like, stuff for a lot.
Coldplay were good though. Coldplay were decent as well. And tune in to hear a recap of the final. It's Don talking about Arsenal again. I assume he's finally showing his chest for a title challenge then.
Moski, I've already said that we're challenging next season, bro.
Yeah.
He has.
Telling Chelsea to go win the UCL.
Crazy, innit?
They always bring Arsenal into it, man. I'm talking about Chelsea. Forget my club. We're dusted, man. Forget it. So
Chelsea equals world champion. Arsenal equals deluded. Spurs equals shit. Yeah, I'm glad he didn't add United in there. I can't lie. Thank you very much, bro. And Galen, big up to
it's so irrelevant now.
Bro, listen, I'm just glad I'm not in there. I'm not involved in there. You know them ones there. Big up to Galen, says big up Saeed and panel. Congrats to Chelsea and congrats Saeed for swearing off hate watch streams. Will it stick? Lol. Yeah, I'm done. Hate watches are done now, bro. I ain't
actually done, yeah.
Yeah, I'm retired, bro. I'm retired, guys, man. Yeah, I mean, like it's done, man. It's done. I've got to focus on my own team now. Minoda says, who said Palmer has med problems? Can't score in winter. Yo, listen, it's madness. Don't leave them alone. They've suffered enough just supporting Arsenal and Tottenham at their prime years in their life. It's hard to be a Chelsea hater. Desi Blue says FIFA has renamed the earlier version of the tournament to FIFA Intercontinental Cup. So congratulations, Chelsea, the first Club World Cup winners. Gunya says they had to be worried about our players as well. So we won by winning the battle in midfield and exploited the wide areas. Absolutely. I think the press and also the wing backs or so-called, these guys are almost like wingers, you know, Hakimi and Mendes. You caught them off guard and you exploited it. Absolutely. Enna said the best part of Enrique Pedro clips are the 8-meter tall players, goalkeepers walking over to fight. Yeah. Them, yo, listen, Chelsea, their goalkeepers are hella tall, man. You know what I mean? And also their players as well. When they came tiring over, I was like, yo, what's Maresca really going to say, bro? Because these guys are midget, bro.
I'm telling you, the physicality, Saeed, look at the physicality in the team now, yeah? Like, a problem I had with Chelsea, we used to just get bullied, bro. Like, with Poch, there wasn't really much physicality. You're looking at João Pedro. I didn't even realize how tall this guy is. He's tall, you know? Yeah? You're looking at Delap. You're looking at Caicedo. You're looking at Santos. Even Enzo gets gritty, bro. He's South American. You know what I mean? Yeah. Spurs and Arsenal fans are crying inside. Love it. Tiang says, Reece James and Cole Palmer were class. I'm just happy England has great place for the World Cup. Don, I see your manager trying to chat to Donnarumma. Yeah, I see it, man. You never know. That could possibly happen. Question, is Chelsea the only team in the land to have 2 World Cups? Yak, Saeed, you've got to be at Old Trafford in September. United vs Chelsea. Might let you touch the gold badge if you're lucky. But I might be in a hospitality for that game. Hospitality settings for that game. I'm just waiting for the drop.
I'll be there, man. But you ain't got a good record at Old Trafford, so I'm cool, man. You know what I'm saying? You man, you know how bad we are. We got that game. Is Maresca now better coach than Arteta? Of course, man. Why not?
Bro, listen, I prefer the style of play. When people asking me who's better, and I said, bro, I prefer his style of play, bro.
But right now, statistically, trophies wise, he's better. Like what? What can we? How can we quantify who's the better?
Wait. What? Where? Forget. Where do we rank Arteta trophies, right? Because like amongst managers, Arteta's like 7th ranked manager in the league. If we're doing it like that, 6th. Like
if you look at it like that, bro. Yeah.
I remember having this argument 4 months ago that Andrew's better than him. I mean, trophies wise, he definitely is. So hey,
oh yeah, steady on. But listen, people, let's move on to Arsenal. Yeah, because now Arsenal are scary now, man. Man like Gyokores, Mosquera. Yeah, I mean, they keep it Ifoneri. Yo, Arsenal back, man. What are you telling them, Fox, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. We're finally cooking, bruv. It's taken us a long time, but jeez, we're finally getting there, man. Yeah, I think everyone knows now we've had a good window. We've got the Gyokores signing over the line. Mosquera's good backup. Zubimendi's a good player. Norgard and Kepa are just a bit meh for me. Madueke's going to come in and be a cover player. I'm not really too happy about that one, but I don't think he's a bum. But at the same time, I'm not too sure that that's what we need unless Eze and Rodrigo are coming. But from what I'm hearing, we still want Eze and Rodrigo. So if we get Eze and Rodrigo on top of these players, I mean, I know I can be negative and pessimistic sometimes, and I think it's been justifiable, but that is a ridiculously good window. Like that is like a 9 out of 10 window. So for me, if that happens, we've got to go win the league. Like this is the thing. It's all fine saying Arsenal got a great window. Go win it then. Like you can't say Arsenal have had a good window, but nah, Arsenal have had a good window. Go win it. Like it's quite simple. Arteta's got to win the league or the Champions League or the FA Cup with a team that's good enough to win that. And that team is good enough to go and win it. Now, I think the team's good enough to go and win a trophy so far. Is it good enough to go and win the league and the Champions League? Not if it shuts right now. But if you add Gyokores and Eze and Rodrigo to that, you know, people will laugh and say, you ain't getting Eze or you ain't getting Rodrigo. Apparently, we want them. Are we going to get them? I don't know. I ain't got a clue. But for me, I look at it and feel like this window is starting to shape up really good now. You know, we've got the keeper and the backup goalkeeper. Obviously, we've got Timber and White. We've got Lewis Skelly and Calafiori. We've got, you know, Gabriel and now Mosquera as well coming into the mix with Kivior and Saliba. That's covering all areas now. And the back and goalkeeper. Looks like Zubimendi and Norgard have replaced Partey and Jorginho. We've got Marino and Rice and Erdegaard and Ethan, who's now signing. Madueke and Saka. Martinelli and what looks like Eze or Rodrigo or Ander Rodrigo. And then up top, you've got Havertz to back up Gyokores. Go win a league, man. Like, I'm sorry, there's no areas of there that you can't say are looking good now. So you might say that you can still strengthen in certain areas. Everyone can. Yeah, there's always a better player out there. But for me, there ain't no more excuses if we have that sort of window, Saeed. I'm not hearing this, give it time now. There's too many players that have been bought in. You've got to give them a couple of years to gel. Nah, man. Win now players. Gyokores is a win now player. Yeah. If you bring in Eze, he's a win now player. He's just won an FA Cup. And to be fair, he was massive in that FA Cup win as well. Then you look at if we do get Rodrigo, I think Rodrigo might be a bit of a pipe dream. I think there's a few teams that will be in for him. And I think there's teams that can offer him more than what Arsenal can in terms of Bayern Munich or maybe Liverpool, maybe even City. I look at it now and think, yeah, that's going to be an unbelievable signing if it happens. But even if it doesn't, like I'll be disappointed. But Eze's an absolute baller. So I feel like that is a good enough squad to go and win a trophy. And if we don't, Arteta's got to go. It's quite simple now. There's none of this like, yeah, but he ain't got his striker, or yeah, but they still need squad depth. We're going to get both of that, it seems. Andrea Berta is cooking. The Cronkies have put up money. They've bought into, you know, investment. They said they were going to invest. They said it was going to be 350. If you add up all the players I've just mentioned, it costs 349 M's. So that's now backing the manager. Owners that are showing ambition to win now. Berta coming in to get the deals across the line now. And I've got to say...
Berta masterclass, by the way. Berta masterclass. I can't lie.
Well, the Gyokores one, to get him for less than Havertz, yeah, that is a masterclass. Like, let's be honest.
When you put it like that,
when you put it like that, it sounds like a masterclass. But when you consider that was the fee they wanted all along and you guys took a month to pay it, it's not really much of a masterclass.
Well, it weren't though, was it? They wanted 80 M's and we got him for 65 with the add-ons.
Yeah.
No, now you're changing 80 million euros they wanted. Now you're paying 75 million euros. So
yeah, no. So it's 80 million euros. We paid 65 million euros. with add-ons.
Plus 10
Yeah,
add-ons.
but they didn't want the add-ons, George. They wanted the 80
No,
million
they've got
euros.
add-ons. They've got.
Yeah, there is add-ons now.
Oh, no, you were talking about the base fee.
They wanted it up front.
But this is what people do with it, bro. The add-ons are the add-ons. People always want to do this. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I wanted to just get it done. I was complaining on my channel about just pay it.
Yeah, but that's the reason we haven't
got
got Mbumo. Mbumo is not because of the add-ons. It's because we're not giving the money up
the
front
high enough
first.
base fee. Yeah,
the base fee,
I get that point. But I just mean like you're giving the club basically what they. But my point here is just to say that Arsenal are only paying £5 million under the valuation. They took all this time to negotiate. And obviously, there's other stuff going on with Gyokores waiving his agent fee. And we already know Berta doesn't like to pay agent fees because of party and so on and all this stuff. Like, there's all just this little bit of a mess that ultimately, he's only in a week later than preseason started. So it's really not that deep. This is just us guys on YouTube.
Do you think it's a good signing, though?
It's an amazing signing.
Oh,
I'm not one to sit here and actually make it seem like it's bad. Gyokores is an amazing signing. I think Gyokores is the difference between you guys potentially winning the league or not winning the league. That's this type of signing. Getting Gyokores all by himself, like forget Zubimendi, forget Noni Madueke. I think just adding Gyokores to your lineup could already push you to be better than Liverpool, Man City, or at least compete with them because the goals that he brings. But I'm just looking at it like, yeah, in hindsight, in reality of things, it's only a week later than the preseason started, so it's really not that deep. He's not coming in late. But from the YouTube side of things, we've been sitting there talking about this deal for 2 months. It's like, bro, these guys really took 2 months to negotiate 6 million.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Away from that, it's really not that deep. I'm being honest.
I can't deny what you're saying, man. And to get him for cheaper than Solanke, I'll take it every day, right? But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is,
Hoyland, bear man.
How many goals? How many goals are you saying that Gyokores is going to bag them, Pots?
In all competitions, or
no, in the Prem.
I would expect him to get 20 because Havertz got 15.
Minimum.
Yeah.
How many do you think he's going to get?
I'll go 20.
You think he'll get 20 minimum, yeah?
Yeah, because I feel like in terms of our chance creation, Havertz and Jesus and these guys were just flopping, man. And we create enough, man. We create enough. I don't think that he will flop like those two. What I'll say, look, I'm not going to say that he's going to be a Haaland or anything crazy like this. I think what Arsenal fans do sometimes go over the top. I've seen him getting compared to Zlatan and all this kind of stuff. We did the same with Sesko. We see our fans going, oh, this is like an unbelievable Isak type signing. But I will say that if you are scoring that many goals in Portugal, I don't care who you are. If Marino can get 10 and Havertz can get 15, Gyokores can get 20 in my eyes in the league. So that's what I'm going to be saying. And what we don't just need him to score, though, because this is the thing now. We've got to make sure that Saka and Eze and Martinelli, whoever's coming in, are going to be bagging as well. It's not just everything goes to Gyokores. He scores 20 and everyone else is getting 4s and 5s. No. We've got to make sure that this goes by committee as well. And this is what obviously Chelsea are trying to do with Delap and Pedro and all these guys. Arsenal got to do the same still. It's when we went for the title, obviously Jesus got injured, but he had 10 goals and the other 3 got 15 each. We had a chance of that. So I think we've got to be looking at Ødegaard, Saka, and whoever plays on the left, getting between 10 and 15 each as well. And then Gyokores is obviously bagging the 15 to 20 in the league. So that's how you go and win a title. I think Gyokores, look, I'm not saying Arsenal are going to go win the league, but we have an unbelievable chance now. Before, I didn't think we had a chance. Gyokores is a great signing for me. He's the one I wanted outside of Isak. I think he's a quality player. You look at the goals he scores, all sorts of goals. I understand people's concerns about the fact he's given space, but I've seen him score goals where he's surrounded by players and he's spun it round and scored. So for me, I'm a fan of what he's going to bring. I think he brings a lot of physical attributes to the league, and he can ping a football, man, that's for sure, and score a goal. So yeah, man, we need a killer in the box, and we finally got one now. Prolific number 9, finally at Arsenal for the first time in 5 years.
This is Aubameyang. This is the one that I'm looking at, thinking, gunman. Like since then, I've not really been Jesus never really scored more than 14 goals or something like that, bro. Like I've never really been like threatened or whatever. Like when we come to Old Trafford now, even though I do believe somehow Havertz is going to start the season, I don't know what it is. I've got a feeling
not now. Surely not now, man.
Imagine that. You know what I'm interested to see though, Saeed. Go finish. I was just going to say, like, I think he will be kind of phased in. You know what I mean? I don't think he'll be straight away kind of jump in the squad. I think still will be phased in, but you've got yourself a top striker. Like, that's what you needed. I just wanted to give my take before I go. I didn't want to just do the Chelsea bit and not give any Arsenal praise, but man, listen, Gyokores, very good signing, man. He was second on my list. Like Potts to score that many, that over 100 goals in that in Portugal. Cool, it's not the best league, but you got to look at that and say, yo, this guy must be doing something right. You know what I'm saying? But like I keep saying, Potts, biggest concern for me is that space that he tends to get over there. It'll be interesting to see what Saka we get next season as well, bro. Because like I've been telling you, he's not been looking good. You know, I saw him put a video out the other day working on his physicality and that in training and that, right? But you're going to need him to turn up because for me right now, he's still your best attacker. Gyokores is a striker, obviously cool. He's his actual 9, but Saka is still your best attacker.
He's our best player, bro. Let's just be real.
He's your best player. He's your best player. So you need him to be, you know, to be back to the level that he was at before he got injured. Because before he got injured, I was praising this guy. People think I hate him, but I was actually bigging him up. You know what I'm saying? It'll be interesting to see. Obviously, I think you'll get Eze, in all honesty. But that dynamic again with your midfield, I don't see him dropping Odegaard. I don't see him dropping Rice right now. I don't see him dropping Zubimendi. So again, that midfield for me is imbalanced. You're playing certain men where they shouldn't be playing. And then if you go to the left wing side of things, you can look at it and think Madueke is probably going to be the option to be playing there as well because of how much money that you spent on this guy, right? I don't know if you're going to bring in a Rodrigo. And for me,
can he play on the left? Can he play on the left? Madueke, can he play on the left?
He looked all right there at the beginning. Like, he done all right against United. He done all right against Liverpool. But long term, when I've been watching him there, you know he looks awkward on the right already. He doesn't.
Yeah, he ain't for me.
You know what, Don? I've got a question for you though. Don't you think with an out-and-out striker and a fox in the box like Gyokores, with him going on the left-hand side, because I have questions like you, I don't think he's good enough.
Yeah.
But with him going on the left-hand side and Queek going to the byline, he's always going to have that guy who's in the box to cut it back to. So he could be more creative on that side for Arsenal. Yeah,
but that's the problem. That's where I'm about to say Maresca. That's where Arteta needs to coach this guy to have better decision making, bro. Because Madueke, he'll get into areas where he can cross the ball or pass the ball or shoot, and he takes a little bit too long, Pots. Like, Madueke's not smart. You know, his IQ ain't great. You know, if he was in school right now after these analogies, yeah, he'll be like set 3, set 4, blood. Because he's a little bit slow. Yeah, to get him to top set, you need to improve how quickly he decides when he's in dangerous situations. There's bare times I see this guy miss opportunities to create something because he's just not aware of what's around him. So that's something that Arteta is gonna have to develop in his game, right? Personally, I only see Arsenal buying a Rodrigo if they sell Martinelli. That's why I was looking at the Saudi links before and saying, bro, if they sell him to Saudi, then I can see a Rodrigo. But when you've got Rodrigo there, you've got Trossard there, you've got Martinelli and obviously a Madueke. Listen, I think Arteta sold it to Madueke. Yo, listen, you're not just back up for Saka. We're going to play you on the left too. That's what I think he's done, innit? Because
I think there's a lot of money for a backup. There's a lot of money for a backup, but I'll say
money.
Trossard looks like he's going. So I don't think we're getting much money for him because he's of his age and he's got 1 year left, but looks like he's going. So I imagine that we're going to bring somebody in. My problem is I think it will be Eze, and I don't think it will be Rodrigo as well. I might be wrong. If we go for Rodrigo as well, then Arteta and Kroenke and all that were right.
I can't see Rodrigo coming out so now.
I think it'll be Eze. I can't
see it, but we want it.
I can only see Rodrigo being facilitated for if you guys sell 2 attackers in Jesus and Martinelli, Trossard. You know, you sell 2 attackers.
Yeah.
But I can't see you guys signing Rodrigo without a significant sale of 60 million. Like, because otherwise you're spending, like, not saying 350 million. If you guys are going to go out there and do it, you're showing ambition. But we've not seen that from Arsenal before. 350 million in one window. So I can't see it.
Let me just say something before I cut as well, because people are now trying to say, I've changed my tune on Noni. Broski, I don't know where you lot have been the whole 3 years I've been doing YouTube. I've spoken about his directness as being one of his main skills, but I've been
1v1 demon.
And I still bro, listen, hopefully for you lot, Potts, he improves in that aspect, yeah? But in terms of his end product, I've been consistent for years. He needs to improve it. And I still stand by that right now. That's one of the reasons why he's even leaving, because we haven't seen this guy develop his end product to the level that we need it to be, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been consistent about this, so no one can try to call me a flip-flop because he's going to Arsenal. I've said already, I think it's a good signing if it's a backup for Saka. But if you're signing him for both positions, I don't think it's a good signing. I don't think it will elevate you lot to where you need to get to.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's fair, bro. I think it's fair. I always mock you, and you know it's all banter, but I actually agree with you. Look, I don't think, for me, 52 M's putting that much money on a backup just seems weird to me. So if we've got the money, cool. This one is like I expected this signing to be right, we've got sort of a bit of money left. Should we go and get a backup for Saka, proper backup for Saka? And then cool, we'll go and get that on top of Rodrigo, Eze, Gyokores. To do that instead, I don't think that's the right move, but we'll see what happens. If he's a great demon and a one-on-one demon, or whatever they say, and the take-ons are there, if you play him on the left, then great. Hopefully he can beat his man and put it across, because Martinelli has struggled with that of late. So hopefully he can do that. But I don't know if I see him on the left, man. And we'll see what happens.
You see, look, they're saying lies, Don. You predicted him to finish more than 10 goals. Exactly, you're proving my point. I predicted him to get more than 10 because I thought he would actually improve his finishing. His finishing went back.
You got gassed by the hat trick, and then you thought, you know what? Let me run with this.
No, bro, I predicted him to get 10 goals in pre-season. Because we've done the predictions before. I said he will get minimum 10 goals this year. And he got enough chances too, bro. He was another criminal in front of goal. Yeah, Saeed, remember we played you lot that chance that he missed?
Yeah, bro. He should have bagged it.
He should have bagged that, bro. You know, and even after the game, he literally came out saying more shooting practice for me. I've seen Noni this season miss a lot of big chances where I'm like, I can't deal with this, bro. Honestly, it's too much. But man, I've got a cut, man. You know,
yeah. No, love Don, man. I appreciate you.
Big on the chat, man.
Big up,
You're
bro.
like running the Blue Diaries, innit? So make sure.
Blue Diaries 6:30. Hey, it's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a party.
Yeah. We'll be there. We'll be there in the comments, man.
Yeah.
Big up to Don, man. Always love, man. Always love.
Big up, bro.
How'd you do it?
I shout to Don, man. Shout to Don. Debbie, big up to Debbie. Says, I had a laugh when I saw the score. After all, that top PSG beating the prime Barca debate. They do that. Wow. And he says, I'm not even a Chelsea fan, but that performance was brilliant. Says a Croatian kid, to be a treble winning team in the final. That's special. And Cole Palmer was world class, man. City really fumbled on this kid. You've also obviously got Mosquera as well. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that Mosquera signing is gonna be an exciting one for Arsenal. A lot of his potential, like, is good. Like when I watched him in La Liga last year, I watched him a few times in 3-4 games. He's very quick, bro. I think for the pace of the Premier League, I think he's gonna do well. Physicality, obviously, he's gonna have to maybe get a lot in there and bulk up a little bit. But I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I actually think he might actually do well in the Premier League, and very, very good in terms of, you know, pace-wise and whatnot, you know.
I think for me, why I like this without knowing much about him is because Andrea Berta has had quite a lot to do with it. So I think when you look at the potential that he has brought through at Atletico Madrid, nobody knew Rodri was, nobody knew, you know, Diogo Jota, RIP, nobody knew the Mateus Cunha, nobody knew these guys, and then all of a sudden they're lighting up it. And Berta was the guy who spotted and talented all of those, right? Identified all of those. So I think when you look at Mosquera, he's clearly liked some of the attributes. He's got physical attributes, like you say, he's very quick. He looks like he can ping a ball as well. His actual delivery of a pass in wide diagonal passes is very good. So this is going to be good backup because he can play left-sided and right-sided as well. He's young and he's going to learn off of Gabriel and Saliba, and he's happy to come and be backup and fight for his place. I think this is perfect. It's 15 to 20 million euros. I reckon it's getting done today. So I think this is a very good sign, and it's one we've needed for a while because how many times, Saeed, have I said to you, I don't want Saliba going down. There's nobody to cover him. Facts. Now we might have someone now. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good signing, bro. Good signing.
Pots, when you say nobody to cover him, because obviously I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I'm a bit confused because when I've looked at your team, you guys have got like 7 centre backs now. You got Kivior, you got Gabriel, you got Saliba, you got Ben White, you've got Calafiori. Who am I forgetting? I feel like I'm leaving someone out, but you've got loads of centre backs already. Like,
so they're all left sided. It's all good, but right sided, not really. Ben White, he ain't for me at centre back. Like Timber is actually a better centre back cover than him.
That's what I was going to say. Timber's also a centre back cover. Like, so you've got loads of players that play multiple positions.
I think it's because what we found is, George, right? So Tomiyasu and Saliba went down, and at the time we had to play Rob Holding. If that was to happen now, we'd have to play Timber and Ben White as a right back and centre back. I don't think that's strong enough. I've seen them play, and they're right backs. So I think it's like the equivalent of putting like Pedro Porro at right-sided centre-back. Like it ain't good. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So this now, you allow Timber and White to just be solely right-backs. And if it really gets bad, go into the middle. And then left-sided, you've got Lewis Skelly, Calafiori, Gabriel, Kivior. They're all left-sided. Right-sided, you'd add Timber, Ben White, Mosquera, and Saliba as your 4. So like with Liverpool, last season, they had like 8. So they had Conor Bradley to back up Trent, Tsimikas to back up Robertson, and then they had Gomez and Quansah to back up Van Dijk and Kenyatte. Arsenal didn't have that. They had like people that
Endo
play a little
came
bit of everywhere. It was like, yeah, but he
Yeah.
can shift across there and he can play there. Liverpool were like, we don't do that. We just have two in every position. Arsenal
Plus-
didn't have two in every position, but now we do. So that's what's needed.
Yeah, exactly. And also it's about the quality as well. Like, don't get me wrong here. Kiwior played well when he came through, but he played above, away. That is a once in a million kind of like the way he's slotted in. And I think even Ben White, I don't think he's good at centre back, if I'm being honest with you. Like he's good at right back. And then that's
First time I've heard it, man. I was on a show with Just D a few weeks ago. He said he's definitely better than Romero at centre back. I was like,
who is Ben White?
Yeah, just Ben White's better than Romero at centre back.
Not a centre back. No, not a centre back.
No. I don't think so. You got to buy adequate replacement. And also the game plan as well is that Saliba's always the one that kind of goes around Gabriel. If Gabriel gets caught, that speed, you need that speed there, bro. And Mosquera's got that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I agree. I think it's a good signing, man.
For the money that is you're gonna get from him, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's worth it, bro. 20-odd million. Yeah, madness. I can't lie to you.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
a great
obviously
signing, man.
keeping one area as well is good as well, man. I'll be real with you. Keeping one area is massive as well.
Bro.
You get me? Like, it's always mad, isn't it, how you hear about it. By the way, big up to Sava for the raid before as well. I didn't give him a shout out, so shout out to Sava. You know what it is? You hear about this kind of like, we had a bit with Manu as well. Manu about to sign for Chelsea and and like, it's all just like, yo, bro, I can't see a world where like my man leaves, bro. He's an Arsenal hail him, bro. Like, man can't be leaving already, bro. You know what I mean, bro? He's got Fingy there as well. I just couldn't see it happening, bro. I really thought this was almost like a move by maybe one of the agents, maybe pushing it out there, saying, yo, right, if you don't give us a deal we want to, Chelsea are after us, you know. Then David honestly got that information, put it out there, and then it was a kind of a madness. All of a sudden, he's leaving. He was never going to leave, man. He was never going to leave. Never.
No, I agree. And do you know what's happened here, right? Ethan's contract come up, just like Lewis Kelly. Ethan was basically, and his agent, saying, where's my game time? What's my dedicated minutes?
Yeah.
What's my position? What's my future look like to you? And because he's asked those questions, Arsenal fans are turning like, who does he think he is? He's only 18. He's demanding this. And I'm like, let's just calm down. Like, that is quite a normal question to ask as a 17-year-old who's got a big decision to make, who loves the club, wants to stay. But he's like, I'm seeing a lot of links to Eze and Madueke and potentially Rodrigo. That's on top of Martinelli, Trossard, Ødegaard and Saka that are already there at the moment. Where do I get my minutes? Max Dowman's coming through as well. What's our future look like? I mean, that's a fair question to ask, but all these Arsenal fans are going nuts about it. Like, let's just calm down. Bro. If he wasn't going to get minutes at Arsenal, he ain't going to go to Chelsea, is he? Or Man City?
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? So I never had a problem with it. Ethan, I know, is a big Arsenal fan, loves Arsenal, wants to stay. And for me, yeah, I've got to be honest, I'm buzzing for this one because I think he's a talent, man, and he can back up Saka and Ødegaard. He's quality, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Coming through, and
I can't lie to you, bro.
It would have been silly from Arsenal. It would have been absolutely silly if they were going to get rid of him.
Absolutely silly, man. Absolutely silly. Super Jack came in. Is Elise might recruit? Sorry, lol. Elise might recruit Eze to Bayern Munich. Lol, ain't they homies? Yeah, it's true.
Bayern Munich's got interest in a minute because they've been turned down by like everyone at the moment.
Bro, they get rejected a lot by Munich. Nobody wants to hear this, man. You know what I mean? They are a rejection FC, but this. You know what I mean? Because they win a lot.
I think the new school players are really starting to take in the booty league, man. They're tired of seeing people win over there and get no respect. So they're like, I ain't trying to join them. But you know what it is with this Waneri stuff, though? I see a lot of, like you said, Potts, people are saying, oh, he's got an ego. Who does he think he is? I think he thinks he's a very good player who's probably should be playing at this level right now. And he's not wrong. He scored 10 goals last season, Champions League goals including that. At 17 years of age, there's not many players in world football that are doing what he does. Obviously, you have your Miles who are like generational talents. But Waneri, you're looking at a player who, if he wasn't playing for Arsenal, would start for a lot of Premier League teams at his age already. So you can't blame him for potentially looking at other deals. For you guys to secure him on another contract is definitely good. Definitely a big coup for you guys. But I think I do have some questions regarding with you guys signing this new deal. Does the Eze one get pushed through? Because like you said, you're blocking his pathway in potentially multiple positions if you sign at Eze, because he's going to be the third option in Cam. He's going to be the third option for the right wing. And it's like, when is he actually going to get his minutes? Like, his agent's asking a very good question. Where are you going to fit my player in? As well as
I actually think
Dalman, who's in a very similar position to him. He's supposed to be the next upcoming player.
Nah, Max Dowman is going to be unbelievable, mate. I've not seen anything like this at 13, 14. He's now 15 and he looks unreal. However, at 15, I don't think you can be demanding team minutes, right? But at 18, I think you can be. Now, Ethan, I think what it will be, I don't think we're going to get Rodrigo, right? For me, that would just be unbelievable.
No chance.
So I think when you look at it, that would mean that you'll have Eze, Martinelli, Saka, and Madueke, and then Ethan will back up Ødegaard. That's what I think will happen. And I think there you've got your kind of 6 attacking 3 players. And then obviously up top, you've got Gyokores and Havertz. So that's how now I see it. If we get Rodrigo, then I'm with George. I'm like, maybe Ethan might not get that much minutes. What could happen? Judges said to me, he thinks maybe he'll go on loan if we get Rodrigo. And he'll go somewhere like, Dortmund, or, Dortmund love a youngster, don't they, to develop. And I think that'd be a really good move for him, something like that. But for me, I think we've got to look at it realistically. If you're going to be bringing in Rodrigo and Eze, which, as I say, I think is a pipe dream, then you can look at Ethan and go, right, where's he going to get minutes then? Because then you'll have Rodrigo and Martinelli on the left, Madueke and Saka on the right, and then Ødegaard and Eze in the 10. Where's Ethan going to play then? So, I think that's fair. So we'll see what happens with the signings coming in, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Moving over to the other side of London, man, in terms of North London as well, like, bro, what's going on with this
Gibbs-White deal,
bro, he's back in training, man. What's happening? Is it legal issues? Has Ange done you wrong here, man? I'm hearing Ange just, you know what I mean? What's going on,
man? It's obviously just it's a legal battle between, I suppose, I say Spurs and Nottingham Forest. I think it's Marinakis in the Premier League, really. I think he's just not happy that he's had 2 of his best players pretty much leave over the last week, like literally in the last 7 days. That's
I know it's AI.
I looked at it first and I was like, is that him? And I see the picture.
It's AI, man. It's AI, man. It's cold, though. It's cold. I can't lie.
Yeah, but he is going to be back in training. I think he's one of those guys who are not going to make a massive.
Yeah, no, he's not going to make a fuss. No, he's a professional.
He's not the type of player who's going to go and be like, I need to move right now. Although I do think it will get to a point of when his patience is going to run out and he's going to be like, look, I want this still to happen. Because Morgan Gibbs-White was in a position this season where you're looking at him and it's like, he's 25. He's looking for that next big contract in his career, but not that's just a big contract. The next step in his career where he's going to step into his prime. He wants to play Champions League football. He's had teams like Manchester City interested who were scared off because of his price of being potentially 80 million. So then when they've got this clause of 60 million in the contract, Spurs have apparently agreed the fee for the exact terms required to get it done. They're not happy about that. Now, I think the biggest thing here is they're just not happy that Alanga and Morgan Gibbs-White is left within the same league. And they've lost 2 big players, and they're just like, we've got nobody to replace them. What's going on? I don't really get the big fuss. They've just been promoted to Europa League, for those of you who don't know. Crystal Palace confirmed as Conference League. Nottingham Forest confirmed as Europa League. That show on Thursday is going to be nuts. With Wolfie talking how he does. But
days.
When you look at Nottingham Forest, they're not in a strong position here to actually... Unless they've got mad proof against Tottenham, they're not in a strong position to keep the player. So all I can see is happening is they're either going to demand Spurs to pay the 60 million up front in what a relegation, in what a release clause is, or they're going to have to pay, Spurs are going to have to pay 65 million and spread out the cost in installments, and they're going to have to agree a new deal type of thing. So I see this deal as potentially still getting done. It's just postponed for the moment in time, and I ain't really I ain't that worried about it. Like Morgan Gibbs-White, it will come in as a Spurs player sooner or later, and yeah, man, like Spurs will move on. I think at the moment we should just focus on doing our other business. Let the legal stuff deal with how the legal's going to do, and let's just focus on getting potentially Vissa or another striker, somebody to come and compete with Solanke, man. Because like we've just seen, we've seen Chelsea, the level of where they're at right now.
Yeah,
obviously Arsenal, the moves they're making. Saeed, our teams are falling further and further below the top 4.
Brother, you're doing something though, man. I can't even group you with like you can actually say for now that you're more ambitious than us. Like why? Like we're not doing nothing, bro. We've only got Cunha in through the door. Bro.
A month ago though, it was Man United, one of the most ambitious teams in the window. When you got Cunha and you bid for
but the thing is, a month ago, a lot of things have changed, man. Right now, I can't really talk to you lot, man, because we ain't being serious, bro. So unless we be serious and we actually get signings through the door, that's when I can say, you know what? I can talk now. I can have a bit of chest. But right now, bro, I'll be real with you. The Gibbs-White deal, I think it's just a case of it will get done. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, you've agreed everything's happened. Everything's in motion. It's just that the legalities or whatever it is, just need to get it secured. And that's it, bro. You know what I mean? But that is a very good start. I think you need more though. I think you need
Yeah,
midfielders though. I think you need.
To be fair, I've seen a lot of links, and how realistic is this is who knows. But Adam Wharton, I've seen a lot of links for Spurs.
Yeah,
Adam
that ain't happening. That ain't happening.
And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if you saw Adam Wharton. He was doing an interview with one of those people during the kit launch, and he said, "Oh, like we look forward to seeing you in the Crystal Palace kit this season." He said, "Hopefully." So I don't know, like if that's anything to take from. But
where did he say this?
This is official. Like it was released all over Twitter, and he said, "Hopefully, you get to see me." Like as in, he doesn't even know if he's staying at Palace himself for the foreseeable. So when I'm looking at this, obviously Spurs or any team, if they're going to want Wharton, they're going to have to pay at least, I'd say 60 to 80 million. Anything in between that price range.
It'll be more than Eze. It'll be more than Eze, man. It will be. I think he's going to be.
It'll be more than Eze, definitely. But that's what I mean.
It'll be at least 70 million max.
So it's going to be a heavy fee, but apparently Spurs are heavily in for him. We want him bad. Talks already.
He would be a much better signing than Gibbs-White. He'd be a much better signing than Gibbs-White. Yeah. Like that's a cold signing, bro.
They need both. They need both done. They need both, man.
We need both.
Yeah, no, true. Actually, but I think
imagine him Wharton and like Gibbs-White in midfield. Madison, Wharton, and Gibbs-White would be a mad front.
Yeah, that'd be quality.
So you've got a box 8, and then you've got Wharton who can sit, and you've got Madison as well.
It's top quality. It's too English for me, man. Like I don't know if they're gonna win anything. Now, do you know why? When I see too many English players in the team, I'm like, they're not winning anything. England, it's just that's how I think. In it, England don't win stuff. So when I'm looking at, I'm like,
yeah, but you got Thomas Frank, though, man. That's Thomas Frank.
Yeah, no, definitely. Thomas Frank's gonna do his thing. He's gonna potentially make that work, and I can see him definitely lifting the floor of some of these players. So it could be a massive team and a massive midfield to build. But Spurs are definitely real about putting the money into this team, putting the money into actually investing. We've seen reports come out regarding a stadium. We're finally after like 8 years, we've found someone to buy our stadium naming rights, and it looks like it's a company linked up with PIF. So I think there's some legalities that need to be looked into because Newcastle potentially, their owners investing in Tottenham as a sponsorship. But if Spurs get that deal wrapped up, then it looks like Spurs are going to look to invest a bit more into the team this summer, so we can actually be a bit more ambitious to try and keep up with some of our rivals. So you could see a transfer key of 200+ million spent this window, which would be amazing. Finally.
Yeah, listen, man, you lot. I mean, you're doing your thing. Where we've got Twanzebe maybe trying to sue us, man. I don't know if you've seen it. Bro, I don't know if we can afford it, bro. I've tweeted, can we afford to pay him, bro? Like, real talk, man. Them. Like, man's trying to sue us on that, bro. It's crazy. Like, ask on Twanzebe, bro. What's going on, man? I thought you were one of us, man.
What's he saying?
He's trying to sue Man United for alleged clinical negligence linked to medical advice they gave to him. I can't lie. If he does it, then Pogba might do it. Malacia might do it. You know what's mad
though? I looked into it. He's 27. Like, Axel Twanzebe being 27 is mad already because I thought this guy was like 23, 24 still. But he's only played apparently 100 senior appearances in his whole career.
He's been injured a lot.
Because he's injured. No, that's why he's probably doing it, is because he's been injured for like 9-10 years. Yeah. He's been around the Man United team from 2017, I think he made his first appearance. And the fact that he's still having injury problems since, I don't blame him for putting in that. Clearly, something's gone on when he was young. Man United's medical team is known for being messy.
I reckon a doctor has gone up to him and said, yo, what happened here? What happened there? Where did you go? He's probably gone to the best doctor and then found out, shit. Bro, what did Man United do to you? Oh, yeah. You might want to go sue them, You might want to go do something to them because this is not what they should have told you to do. And I can't lie to you, it's happened to Malacia, it's happened to a lot of players. Like they've had surgeries and whatnot. They've had to go away from Man United. And it's messy, man. And this is what we're doing right now, man. Like this is the news right now. Man, I'm hearing about someone suing us. This is the news right now. I've got to hear about. Man, I want to be hearing about transfer news. I want to hear about players coming through Man United. I don't want to be hearing about Twanzebe.
Wasn't there an update on Mbeumo the other day, though? There was a small
There ain't no update, man. Fabrizio's just messing around, man, like usual, man.
Real talk, I can't believe how bad. I can't believe how bad Manchester United are. Like, I really can't believe how embarrassingly bad Manchester United are, all top to bottom, man. I thought this Ineos were coming in with this new structure. Manchester United were going to be back in a couple of years, going for top 4 and title challenges within the next 3 to 4. I was told 2028 they're going to win a league. They've got a new nice stadium coming. I think it's an embarrassing window for Manchester United. Like embarrassing. Like I know Cunha's a good signing, and Mbeumo, I guess, will get done, and they're two very good players.
Not enough, man. It's not enough.
It's not enough, but it's like I've got to be honest. Manchester United ruined my childhood. I mean, I'm loving it. Don't get me wrong; it's brilliant to see. But this is not Man United. This is not Man United. Like Manchester United.
I know it's been made out for a while, and the thing is, Dan, Ineos were meant to change that, and I feel like right now they are in this situation now where, bro, like you are making a meal out of this whole Mbeumo situation. Like you know what the price is. Brentford are not going to budge. Like, bro, it could be a similar situation maybe to what Gyokores is. And even the Gyokores Arsenal really and truly have got a little bit less than they wanted. Yeah, it's taken them a while. But, bro, you know what the Mbeumo fee is. You know what's going on. Just pay them money and let's keep it moving, bro.
And you still need so much more as well, bro.
Our sales is really what's going to hurt us the most. Because them guys are bro, they're not being wanted, man. There's not an urgency to sign them now. We need them brothers to leave now, bro. We don't want them trading at Man United.
Those players off the wage books, man.
That's what it is. The wage book. We the players sold. Like Barcelona keeps saying, we dream, we value Rashford. Well, if you value him, come and buy him, bro. Hella flirting, bro. Go and tell me you want the guy and keep it moving, keep it stepping.
Do you know what the smartest thing is, though? You know how you guys are moving for this Mbeumo deal where you're not willing to pay what Brentford want? I think you guys are on the flip side of that. For everyone you sell, there's a lot of clubs coming in with fees that you guys just aren't willing to accept. So you're just sat there standing on the stance that we're not selling him unless this fee comes in. We're not selling him unless this fee comes in. Rather than just trying to negotiate the fee and be like, look, we're going to accept a little bit less. We just need the wages off the book because, like I said, 325k a week. That's what, like 12 million a year. You'll be get him off the wage book. Get Rashford off the wage book. Bro. You're already saving yourself like 25 mil. Like you're saving so much money. Just get the players off the wage book. Don't even matter about the fees you bring in for them. Rashford's pure profit. Like I don't even think why you could accept 25 mil. You save 12 mil of his contract. You basically made 35 mil. Like that is pure profit. I don't see why they're actually out here trying to do this. Oh, we're gonna negotiate.
Especially when you've seen what happened as well. Especially when you've told them no, you don't want them as well. That's another thing.
You've given away his kit number and stuff like that. You've made it like a very sour situation. And now Rashford's probably going to other teams and saying like, do you know what? You guys, even if you don't push on in the deal, I'm gonna leave later on in the window anyway. So he's not even telling them to force the move. He's like,
no, they don't need to.
Yeah,
they don't need to force the move though. With the Garnacho one, they're gonna take their time, bro. And what happens then is the more they take their time, the more clubs in the Premier League are a bit more desperate and they kind of pull off these kind of weird moves. Remember last season, who would have seen Arsenal going for Sterling? Would anyone want to see that? That happened. So the more you kind of delay, the more it gives these football clubs a bit more time to be like, shit, oh damn. Shit, well, and that's what happens, bro. So, yeah, man, right now, as it stands, bro, I can't lie to you, bro. We are playing Leeds on Saturday, I believe, and we only got Cunha through the door. It's a joke, man. So, when we get this, here we go this week, I'll be real with you, it won't really hit, it won't really bang like that. It will be a case of, right, we need to move on now to midfielders, bro. And then we kind of let's get the ball rolling because, boy, Cunha and Mbeumo ain't going to save this manager, bro. So, when you still got Onana through the door, still got Højlund, still got a lot of these man that's still there, still not sorting midfield out. It ain't enough, bro. I'm sorry, it ain't enough. So we'll see, man. I even see Wolves today in that Arias guy, man. I would have took Arias me for 20 million euros. I would have took him, man. But
this is where you're at now. You're looking at who Wolves and Sunderland and them man are signing. You're like, I want that player.
El Khanous, man. I heard El Khanous going Sunderland, man. I'll take El Khanous. You know what I'm saying?
Sunderland made some good signings. They signed the Dinger as well, man. I was looking at him.
Dinger, listen, we gotta watch out for Wolves and them and them man, Sunderland and them man. I can't lie to you, bro. It ain't easy right now.
Do you not have the confidence that Amarin could lift the floor of some of these players, though? Is there any players in the squad you look like last season, like maybe with a pre-season, I think they could improve, like a Xerxes or someone like that? I don't know.
Xerxes, I know, bro. I know Xerxes got the qualities. I don't think it's down to the manager, but I think maybe. I don't know, man. This is the thing is with the system, yeah. You just need quality, bro. I'm not really here for get this player better. Just go and get upgrade on the players you have. That's it, simple. Yeah. I mean, the centre backs have been all right last season ish, but Really and truly, I don't know, man. I really right now the manager is cooked, man. He could have done that when there was no pressure last season. I felt like last season, yeah, he could have came in and improved what he had here, and then said, you know what, I've done my job here. I've not been backed. I've improved what I have, and he hasn't been able to do that, and that's the problem. He's not got results, and he's not been improving any players. So it is what it is, man. But listen, people, man, we're gonna wrap it up here, man. I see Liverpool have been linked with Mateta, but listen, man, I think it's just rumors for now. You get me? We'll wait and see whether that materializes. Big up to Roms. He couldn't make it, man. He was at Wireless. So for those that are asking where Roms is at Wireless. Drake, you know what I mean? Drake was headlining, and I seen him singing and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Living his life, man.
Living his life,
full
man.
Weekend. He done the full weekend. He was living his best life.
He said as well, he wanted to go to Wireless. Remember, he said, I'm going to sell it and that. And then ended up going there, man. So big up to him. Get me? And like I said, LB won't be here until the season starts, people. So big up to LB, big up to Don as well. But we're here, continuous and we're consistent, man, people. Big up to Dan Potts, man. Love for tuning in, man. Let them know what you got coming up, man. Anything you want to plug?
Come on, bro. Yeah, football's 12th man. I'm doing a lot on there at the moment. A lot of Arsenal content, but I'm also getting in some of the other panel debate shows going again soon towards the pre-season. So that'll be good. And Gyokores, Mosquera, and Madueke all to be announced this week. So I am hoping that Arsenal continue to cook, man. Big up for having me, though, Saeed.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So big up to you, man. We're gonna redirect to George, people, man. Hooks is back in it, right?
Yeah, Hooks is back. You know, it's the big news today. So I thought, let me shout Hooks. He's still on holiday, but he had to get him up nice and early for this news. I'm sure he's going to have a lot of energy. So we're going to do a North Divide, 2 p.m. It's been a long, probably over like 2 months since we've done one. So make sure you stay in the stream, man. Stay over here. We're going to go straight over there. North Divide settings, Arsenal, Tottenham. What's going on in the world of North London, man? Yeah,
there you go, people. So make sure you lot are checking the content as well, man. I'll be back later on 5:30, man, for the podcast. You already know, Straight Jacket podcast will be there. And yeah, man, like I said, man, if there's any news breaks, if there is any news breaks, we'll be live, guys. Take care, bye-bye. Peace.